Okay, so those of you that watch my videos know that I normally focus only on education and rarely ever do I plug a product or service. But every now and then I'll come across one that I think is really cool and can benefit you. And that's what I wanted to share today. This is a pedal that was sent to me, and the pedal's called Vidami. And it's a very, very simple pedal that's actually incredibly useful for learning how to play guitar because it allows you to control video playback with your feet. You don't have to take your hand away from the guitar to go to the keyboard or mouse and try and hit play and then go back to figure out where you were. You know how frustrating that is. I know we've all been there. And especially if you're trying to rewind something. I'll go backwards, and if I'm watching something on YouTube, and then I'll go too far back and I just get frustrated. Well, this pedal eliminates that. So what this allows you to do is play and pause. You can go forward, you can go back, you can control the speed of the videos, or you can loop a section. So you can set a beginning point and an end point, and you can actually loop through a section and even control the speed in that looped section. So that's a really cool added benefit. And what I'm proud to announce is that the Vidami pedal now works with all of the ActiveMelody assets. That means you can go into the on-screen tab viewer. You can even play the MP3 jam tracks. You can slow them down, loop them. You can control all of this with the Vidami pedal. So before I keep rambling on and on about how cool it is, let me demonstrate it and show you how it works. Alright, so now we're logged into the ActiveMelody website, and let me just walk through the media assets and show you how you might use the Vidami pedal to control them, so you don't have to take your hand off the guitar when you're trying to learn how to do something. It makes it very convenient. And it really controls everything from the MP3 jam tracks over here to any of the videos that you have, and also the sound slice feature, which is the on-screen tab viewer down at the bottom. So let me just give you a demonstration here. We'll go into the slow walkthrough. And what you have to do to set access to any of these assets that you want to control is you just have to click on it. Just click on it once with a mouse. And once I've done that, now I will be controlling that window that I clicked on. So if we look at the Vidami pedal, along the bottom here I have the controls to play and pause the video. I can skip forward or I can skip back. It's very simple. I like the layout of this. It's very intuitive. So you don't have to look down at the pedal to see what you're doing. You just know this middle button controls the play and pause. I can go backwards if I need to a little bit. I can keep going back if I want. Or I can go forward. So I can control all of that playback with just these bottom three buttons. And it's, like I said, to me it's just very intuitive, which I like that. I like the simplicity of it. Now where it gets really powerful is with the speed button, because while I'm playing I can slow down the playback without having to take my hand off, off my guitar. So I can go like this. There's 3/4. We go down to half speed. You can keep going down and get very, very, very slow and very specific. So that's just very simple way to do it. And it's just a toggle. As you click it, it kind of cycles through the different speed playbacks and it gives you those options. So you can always go back to full speed just by continuing to click on it. The last thing I want to show you, which is maybe one of the most powerful features of all of these, is just a loop section. And it does exactly what it says. It'll allow you to select an area and loop that area. So let me just do that to demonstrate. So we're going to set the loop here, and we're going to end it there. Now watch this. It's just going to loop through. Now that I've set that loop, I can control that loop with the play and pause. So it's going to control the loop that I just set. The speed will also work with the loop. So that makes that really cool. So if I wanted to slow that loop down, you can see that I can do all of that with my foot. So obviously I'm using my hand to demonstrate this, but it's just to show you how simple this pedal is. That's really it. It's those 5 buttons. You have your speed control, your loop, so you can set a beginning point and an end point, and then your playback, play, pause, toggle, forward and back. Now this also works with the on-screen tab viewer down here, so you can control that. You just have to click on the window to set access to it. And now when I push play, I'm controlling the playback of that. Now I've got the volume up a little loud, but I can go forward, I can loop sections, I can do everything with just the Vidami pedal. Same is true with the MP3 jam tracks. So I can set access to it here. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit. But once I've clicked on it and gained access to that section, Now I can do all of the same controls, including looping. I can slow down the speed playback. I just have full control over all of those media assets. All right, so the last thing I'll say is that I don't get any sort of kickbacks or monetary compensation from Vidami. We don't have an arrangement like that. I just think they have a really cool product, and I like to share that stuff. So if you are interested in getting one, I would ask you to follow the link in the description below. That way they'll at least know how you heard about them. I always like to try, if I find somebody that I want to be a good partner with, I like them to at least know that you heard about it here. So if you end up buying one or even inquiring about them, I'd encourage you to follow the link in the description below. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions, and leave a comment if you've got one. I know that several site members already have them and have been asking about this, when we're going to have this integration with ActiveMelody. So it's there now, so if you want to check it out, you can do that. Oh, and make sure you're using either the Google Chrome or Safari browser, at least as of this being filmed. All right, we'll see you in the next video.